Lee. Another camera change. Oh, you gotta make that. All right, nice. Oh man. Oh, I did not mean to call for a lob. Wait a minute. Did these niggas trade PG to the? Hell no. Because PG's on the Grizzlies and then Dylan Brooks is on. Oh, wow. I don't think so. That could just be coincidence. See, this is why I hate playing against Zoe, man. Zoe plays really good defense. Offense, I ain't got to worry about him as much. It ain't like he looked to score that often. But defense, he's one of the few that actually gives me trouble. I live with that. Hey, oh, he blocked it. Let's go. Mosey. Hey, let's go. Nope. Oh, wow, they didn't give me the rebound. Easy money. Let's go, man. Appreciate that, Frazier. Ah, I should have just shot it. God damn it. Oh, I missed. Come on. Damn, Z. I don't know what happened to this man, because regular season he was good from 3. Now all of a sudden he can't buy a bucket. Smoked him. There it is. Oh, he missed. And what? Oh, I missed. Okay, really just don't rock with your boy in free throws no more. I don't know if that's a hot fix or what. Let's go. That's our ball. I can't make free throws worth shit no more, man. Let's go. I don't understand how Dylan Brooks makes that, but whatever. Speaking of Dylan Brooks, shout out Phil on Twitter, my boy Phil. We the Dylan Brooks hate accounts. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? And one. Oh, he helped me up. That was nice of him. What kind of spin move was that? That was horrible just now. That's coming off. Let's go. Come on, Z. Yeah. Nice. How is he not losing the ball, G? Oh, nobody's guarding John Collins. That's what's up. Come on, BI. Damn. Oh, good steal. Really good steal. Hell no. Give me that. Got him. Oh, that'd have been perfect. I'm gonna try again. There we go. Yes, sir. We should be beating this team, but they kind of decently well rounded. So I guess I see why we're not running them out the gym. That's easy. Man, Zoe need to come hoop with your boy. I know he misses playing on my team, man. Me and Zoe used to be the best backcourt in the league at one point. No cap. He'll lock up. I'll go get buckets. He'll facilitate. I get buckets. Best backcourt in the league. No cap. How do you donate to me? Well, I never really thought about donations, bro. But if you want my Cash App, I can give you my Cash App. That's cash money. Fuck. No way. Please give it to the. Oh, he pulled it. Oh, he made it. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. All right. And now we're losing. All right. Let's see. Let's get buckets, man. Let's get buckets. Go to work, B, and you shoot it. I'm not gonna miss that about Mr. Ingram. That's clamp. So, oh, he made it. Get the man. All right, bro. That's what's up, though. I ain't even gonna pull it. Let me get in the post game. Drew, you better not miss. And you miss anyway. All right. Drew Holiday, man, he. I might have told y'all in my videos before, but that is one of the most inconsistent teammates ever. Hey, let's go. This Clippers team, man, yeah, man, y'all in the chat, speak up, man. What's up? Anybody watching? Talk to your boy. Got any questions? Basketball, 2K, it don't matter. Chat with your boy. I ain't worried about winning this game. I'm gonna win it regardless if I'm paying attention or not, because they're not better than me. If this is Pro-Am, I couldn't say that. But not worried about the Clippers. They're not gonna beat us. That was a beautifully ran set just now. They just didn't score. Oh, I thought he was about to send that. I got lucky. It's mine. Let's go. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Oh no. Damn, what I'm gonna do? Hey. Again, I do wish Pat Bev was playing. Pat Bev will make this. He'll get the intensity up in this game. He'll give me more reason to want to cook these dudes. Right now, I'm just scoring because it's like that. Like it's easy, but I'm not really motivated to cook like that. Pat Bev give you the motivation. Pull that, Drew. He can't make. Oh my goodness. See, y'all are getting like my streams have shown y'all a very first hand look of why I score so much. Because my teammates don't hit nothing. Like I find them wide ass open all the time and it just don't work. Like Brandon Ingram could have shot that, but I'm kind of glad he didn't because he keeps missing anyway. Oh no, not Jackson. Shit. I set BI up. That's on me. I didn't realize the shot clock was that low. But nah, like, it's the shit I be talking about with this team. Like, I don't have any really consistent shooters. Ever since, like, when I got back, JJ Redick wasn't here anymore. And JJ was my guy. Like, y'all know JJ is the catch and shoot merchant. That's what he do. That's his bread and butter right there. That's what gets him the big bucks. I ain't got nobody like that now. Cause Danny Green damn sure ain't gonna do it. And I barely get to play when he's in the game anyway. Which is fine because he would probably just piss me off, but just saying. Somebody hit a three. Thank you. Gosh. Man, if you don't shoot the ball, bruh. That's not five. That's not a travel? What the? Alright. Good block. Yeah, we both setting you picks, G. You gotta take advantage of that. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, Dylan Brooks recovered. I was about to pull. Okay. Damn. It was in rhythm. He just couldn't make it. Yeah, man. I make him shoot sometimes, but it's like the results just don't beat it. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. The actual videos, like not just streams, they're coming back really soon. Like this week, I'm planning to end the SWISH series this week. I'm gonna do today's stream, which is episode 41. I might stream again tomorrow for episode 42, and then Thursday 43, Friday 44, and then Saturday should be it. I'm gonna either do a finale Friday or Saturday. I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. But I gotta get to 45 episodes. 45 has like I've settled on 45 for a really simple reason. How did I lose my tape? All right. Anyway, I settled on 45 for a very important and simple reason. 45, the number itself holds significance in the ending of this series because 45 is one of those numbers where it's like I don't know how to say it without like I don't know the best way to explain this, but just know it's a significant number. 45 is a significant number, and no, it ain't for no fucking Donald Trump. Fuck him. But yeah, it's a significant number. It has meaning to it. Y'all will see in the future. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm not gonna give it away. Just 45 means something. Bro, why do they keep saying won first MVP? I won MVP last year. This is my second MVP. I get one more ring, I'm done. That's it. That's the Hall of Fame. Alright, let's win this damn game, man. And one. Get in there. This is light work. This is light work. Oh my God, here you go. Paul, go away, dude. He can't be better than me until he gets a ring on his finger. And I don't mean no strip club, star-studded diamond ring. I'm talking about an NBA title ring. He is certified, though. He got his jersey hanging up in the strip club. That's legendary status. And one. That's crazy. He really just, wow. That's the best thing Jackson Hayes has ever done. God damn it, Ingram. I watched both games, actually. I was pissed that we was getting ran, but I knew we was going to come back. So I just watched it anyway. But I was flipping back and forth between the Nets and the Heat games. And then, excuse me, and then I was watching the Heat game and I flipped back because I saw the timeline talking. I'm thinking the Nets is up by like 10, 15 points already in the game about to be over. I flipped back. It was a 1 point game. I'm like, man, what the hell? Like, The TL was in chaos as if it was a blowout or something. I'm like, man, this is a close game. So I watched the end of that. I really thought Middleton had game jaw with that shot. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was very close. I'm like, oh, he missed. Wow. He shouldn't have shot it in the first place because he had Giannis cutting straight down the middle of the court. But, I mean, it is what it is. That was a hell of a game, though. That just let me know I need to see that series happen. I don't care when it is. I don't care if it's second round, ECF, whatever. I need to see that series. That would be fire. Cash. Let's go. Ideal point guard pickup for Miami. Nick Swish. I'm just playing. Well, if you want me to be like fantasize, then I would say I want who the fuck was I about to say? Of course, I would want somebody like Kyrie or anything like that. But like realistic pickups, somebody like Kyle Lowry, since he has a close relationship with Jimmy. I would take Lonzo because that's another point guard facilitator. That can shoot. Well, he's struggling this year, but I think he needs to just be in a different role. He needs to be a facilitator again, not a wing. Zoe can play both ends. He's a playmaker. He can shoot the three balls off catch and shoot. Point guards, I don't really think too much about point guards though. But those two are my main guys that I would want. Like, as much as Kyle Lowry gets on my nerves, he would help this Heat team a lot. Hey. But now, if you ask me like shooting guards, I'm gonna say motherfuckers like Bradley Beal. I want Depot really badly because Depot, it's obvious that he wants to go to Miami. So if we can grab him, I think somebody posted something from Trade NBA. If we can grab him in the next couple of weeks with PJ Tucker to replace what we had with Jay Crowder, that'd be fire. Okay, Trez. That's what's up, bro. That's why you got your shit snatched out there, nigga. That's fucked up because I fuck with Trez in real life, and now this how he do me in the game, bro. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's all right. Man, I don't think anything can save Westbrook, bro. I love Russell Westbrook to death, like he my own flesh and blood, but I think it's too late for him. I don't know if anything can save that, brother. Matter of fact, nah, I'm lying. Westbrook for Kyrie Irving. I know Paul would agree with that. It's a good trade right there. Reunite the OKC Big Three. That'd be fire. According to James Harden, him and KD are men now. So maybe Russell, Russ can fall in the same line. I never thought about it until now that he's not the best, but the second best out of that group is the youngest one. Like out of those three, like KD, Russ, and Harden. Harden he just turned 31. Russ and KD already 32. Man, Russ's jumper is, and it's so sad because Russ used to have such a nice uh elbow pull up. Like if Russ was coming off that screen, but he ain't had like the lane, and he stop and pop at that elbow, that was money like more times than not. Now that shit's dead. Like Russ really can't score without going, 900 miles an hour or taking 600 threes. Like, oh my God, Drew Holiday hit a three, folks. He could rely on defense if he actually tried on it more. Passing, he's fine. He's always been a relatively good passer. especially in pick and roll situations. He had Steven Adams looking like a damn all-star at one point, but defense is just he picks and chooses. That's his problem, and he's only getting older now, so he can't really do that as much. I will admit that. Oh, another point guard. When you asked ideal point guard, I would have took Chris Paul last year when we had the chance, but I'm not mad that we didn't get him. But I definitely would have taken him, even though that contract is egregious. My top five basketball players. When you say top five, you mean my top five favorite or like who's the best right now? Cause I can give you both. It don't matter to me. I would, yeah, that's another guy. I forgot about him. I would take George Hill in a heartbeat. I like George Hill. George Hill can play. That's a true veteran point guard that is really good at his job. He can shoot the three. He's a solid defensive player. He can pass. I would take George Hill. You think? I mean, CP like last year, like the way the bowl played out and whatnot. If he was on our team, I mean, I feel like we would have got through teams quicker. Like if we had the same matchups, I think we would really would have smoked the shit out of the Bucks, worse than what we did. Like we might have damn near swept the Bucks, but um, a team like going against the Lakers, he would have helped a lot, but I can't say for sure CP would have been the over the edge push against that Lakers team. I mean, he could have been. I could be wrong, and we'll never know. But I don't know. Now, if we talking about like if we had a score like Bradley Beal during that time, then we could have had a lot better of a chance. But I had mailed it in before the series started. I'm like, we're not gonna beat the Lakers. I was surprised we got the two games we got, but Jimmy had two fucking master classes, so it happens. Yeah, Ephraim. I'll just say this: my top five favorite players are Jimmy Butler, Bam, Steph Curry, Zion, and Kawhi. What I think is top five in the league: LeBron, KD, Giannis, um, LeBron, KD, Giannis, Steph, and I guess you could say it's out of AD and Harden for fifth. It's either of them two. I feel like you can't go wrong with either answer. What's up from Indonesia? I have a question. I'm a Jimmy Butler fan. That's my favorite player. But I respect the hell out of Joel Embiid's game when he's actually, trying. But if I'm picking one, like if I would rather have one, uh, damn. Talent wise, I'm gonna take Embiid, but the fact that he has health problems and gets hurt, I would take Jimmy. But if we talking purely skill and whatnot, I'm 100% taking Joel Embiid. I'm pretty sure Jimmy Butler would take Joel Embiid over Jimmy Butler, and I wouldn't blame him one bit. I want Joel. I would take Joel Embiid in a heartbeat on the Heat team. I would try not to give up Bam, but if we had to, I mean, it would suck, but I would understand. But I highly doubt Pat would want to do that. And I can't blame him. Bam is durable. Bam is younger, still only getting better. So, what's up, Iconic G? How you doing, man? Do I think Hero can evolve it? Tyler Hero, nah. He can. I'm gonna say this about. Oh wow, Fournier made that. Tyler Hero at best is like a. I think his ceiling is a Lou Williams type of player. Like he's one of those guys where he's good for scoring. He can get you buckets off the dribble. and he's an improving playmaker, but I don't think he'll evolve into like being like an actual point guard. He doesn't have the I don't think he has the skill set for that. Like being a true playmaking point guard takes more than just the ability to pass the ball. It's decision making and a lot of stuff like that. And yeah, he's young and he still does have time to develop. But I don't really see too many flashes of him doing that. Like at least with people, when they're young and they trying to get playmaking reps, like Lonzo for example, you see flashes in their game. It's like okay, he could be a true point guard in this league. I don't see that with Tyler Hero. I see him more as a scorer, like a shot creator type, like I said, like Lou Willish. So I don't know, but that's not to say he's a terrible passer. His decision making is questionable, and I don't see enough flashes. What's up, Mike? Tell your grandma I said hi. And yeah, it's Paul. It's not even worth it. Like the problem with Embiid's biggest issue is himself. He gets in his own way. Like he has an effort issue. He has a conditioning issue where it's like he's not. Well, that kind of ties into effort. He doesn't take care of himself enough, and it's a lazy factor. It's kind of like the shit Shaq had, but Shaq was a winner, and he was the most dominant big man probably to play the sport, so he can get away with that more or less. Embiid, he hasn't gotten to that level yet, but his talent, his skill, like he's something else. I always give Embiid his props. But yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to argue with Laker fans and Jokic fans. I say Embiid is the best center in the league still, but I mean, people pick Jokic. That's on them. I'm not gonna argue with them. What's up? Who is this? Jaron? Am I saying that right? Jaron? What's up, man? What happened to Kendrick Nunn? I couldn't tell you, boss. I don't know. Kendrick Nunn is. I mean, he played solid yesterday, but we playing the Detroit Pistons. I mean, that's not much. Like Embiid has so many great skills, and it's just like he wastes them with his laziness, and it's so annoying to watch. Like it's just like if you were younger when Shaq was coming up, you knew how great Shaq was, and even though he was lazy as fuck as far as getting in shape and not wanting to do shit, he was still going out and dominating every night. Like it was very rare Shaq had a bad game. And Embiid, on the other hand, he has all the talent and the skill and all that, but he has more bad games than he should. He hasn't had more bad ones than good ones, but he definitely has more bad games than he should. It's like, bro, when you're playing like you're the best big in the league, you're the best big in the league. Like nobody's stopping a Joel Embiid that's deciding to play like he's Joel fucking Embiid. More or less, Paul. It's like, bro, he has no true flaws in his actual basketball game, like his skill. He's not particularly bad at anything on a basketball court. He's a decent passer. He just turns the ball over too much. That's his problem with his passing. His decision making with his passing. That's the only knock I can have on him. But when he's actually trying to pass out of the post and whatnot, he can do it. When he wants to rebound, he can do it. When he wants to fucking score, he can do it from anywhere damn near. Like he's almost a perfect center. It's just laziness. He just doesn't show that every night. It's like, bro, in the back of your head, you gotta know that you're as good as you are. But it seemed like he just don't be wanting to show that every night. It's like, man, you selling yourself short, if anything. appreciate that, man. I wish I had more subs already, but hey, that's what the grind is for, you know. Yeah, they'll come in due time. I ain't worried about it. I appreciate people, understanding, when I've taken like breaks and whatnot, and still being supportive, like in my streams, my videos, whatever. Appreciate people like y'all. Yeah, I can see that. Embiid problem is like with that. I think it's just a matter of. I feel like if he lost some weight, he would be better off. But he doesn't. I don't think he wants to, and that's gonna eventually kick his ass in the end. But that doesn't take away from his talent as a great player. Yeah, that makes sense, Paul. Because I mean, he hasn't had a whole lot of people to really be kicking out to. Like we all know fucking well, Ben Simmons. Oh, good shit, Zion. Ben Simmons isn't a guy to kick the fucking ball out to. And yeah, I understand. Like Ben's offensive game hasn't gotten any better. Like when people say Ben has been the same player since he got drafted, I feel like that's a disservice to him as far as the fact that he's one of the best defensive players in the league, and you don't just come into the league as one of those players, really. But offensively, I haven't seen improvement in this game because he refuses to. Like at one point, he was consistent with taking mid-range pull-ups, like in the summer league. Now he just doesn't shoot them, and it's like simple stuff like that. Like for example, Bam. Bam is taking a lot of mid-range pull-ups now. Like he's made more this season already, a few games in, than he did the entire season last year, including the bubble. And simple stuff like that for a guy who plays like him goes a long way. Not everybody has to shoot threes. It's just like Giannis. Like Giannis feels like he has to shoot threes to compete. It's like, bro, you're a center masquerading as a point forward. Like you don't have to live at the 3-point line just because people on Twitter are saying you do, or you're in your own head about it. You can't shoot. Your form is terrible, and you're not letting anybody correct it. There's no point. Oh no, Ben does not need to find his way to Golden State. I mean, for the simple fact that it would make Golden State a lot better, absolutely, and him, yeah. But I'm talking about for our sake. That's just gonna make Golden State hella good again. But I mean, that would be fire though. I've been saying that would be a good fit for them. Like Ben, Clay, Steph, well, and Wiseman now, and then you got probably Wiggs at the 3. That'd be a good lineup. Well, now Wiggs might have to go in that deal. I don't know, but hey, yeah, like Giannis's game. I'm gonna say this about Giannis. Don't get me wrong. I love Giannis. Giannis is a really great basketball player. His problem is that he feels like he has to play like a forward or essentially a giant guard. He's not either of those things. He's just not. He's a center. He needs to dominate in the paint and just play the paint. The quicker he realizes that, I swear he will be so much better than what he already is. No way, that's a charge. They called that a charge. Oh my. All right, bro. Anyway, back to Giannis. He needs to realize that he's a center because that could take his game to so many more places than trying to be something he's not. And the fact that he's as good as he is trying to be something that he's not just lets you know if he played like what he's supposed to, he could still be that good. Like, it's insane. If Giannis developed well, I've seen him take it before. He actually shot one yesterday. If Giannis developed that baby hook into a consistent level like Shaq did, that's a perfect way to start. Then eventually you can get to the post fades and the bigger hook shots. Like, other than that, he's so physically imposing. It's not a lot of people that can guard Giannis. Like, the only reason we were able to do it last year, in the semifinals, was because we did the whole wall up thing. And that's because he kept trying to be a point guard, which he isn't. Like, the only person on our team on Miami that could guard Giannis in a face-up situation, I've seen it happen, is Bam. But you can't rely on Bam to do that for an entire game and give you an elite offensive output. That's unfair to him. Like, that's taking an unnecessary toll on him, because basketball isn't about one-on-one. It's 5-on-5. But he limits himself, and so does Bud, because Bud is an idiot. Like, you're the coach. You have to see these kinds of things. How do we as NBA fans on fucking Twitter see what your team needs better than you do? That's a shame. And he's going to keep getting jobs. He's going to probably stay in Milwaukee unless Giannis gets fed up with him. Like, it's... The only way I see Bud leaving is if he got fired this year. Like, if the Bucks went out in, like, the first round again, or if Miami played them again in the second round and they lost. That's the only way I see Bud getting out of there, sadly, for Giannis' sake. He smoked it. Yes, sir. Come on, Drew. Cash out. Damn. Oh, good boy, Z. Let's go. He was a screener 36 times? God damn. No wonder Middleton kept getting all them looks. See, they know how to play against y'all, Paul. Because they know y'all interior defense ain't worth shit right now. If Giannis actually decides to hard roll, y'all are screwed. Like, there's nothing y'all gonna be able to do about him trying to score. Zion, why wouldn't you? This nigga, man. I wouldn't say it's more Giannis. I think it's both. Because Giannis has to know that he doesn't need to shoot. And he just keeps doing it. Like, you can't shoot, bro. You can barely make free throws as is. Why are you shooting threes? Like, if you want to take 1 to 2 a game, sure. But you should never take more than that. Unless you have a hot hand that night. Even then, it's just like, okay, bro, you doing quite a bit. But yeah, basically, that's exactly how y'all beat them. Because that was, especially the ending of that game, that was 100% pickup basketball. It was nice looking, but it was 100% pickup. What do I think Bam's ceiling is? I, hey man, just like Riles and them boys call him, no ceiling. I honestly can't put a ceiling on Bam's game. Who I would want him to be, I will say this: I want him to be any semblance of Kevin Garnett. If he can be just a quarter of what Kevin Garnett was, I will be just fine with that. Half, even better. I'm not expecting Bam to be Kevin Garnett. That's a pretty fucking difficult accomplishment. But the flashes of KG he shows in this game, if he brings me that on a consistent basis, like just like he did last night, that's all I need. That is it. I don't expect much out of him. He's getting comfortable with the mid-range. Eventually, he might start shooting a 3 or 2. But he's already a defensive juggernaut on his own. And then he has the playmaking skills of a guard at the center position. He doesn't turn the ball over too much. I mean, he kind of has to die down on it this year, but he hasn't had Jimmy either, so it's kind of made it difficult. But if he can be any semblance of Kevin Garnett, like a baby KG, that's it. That's all I need from him. I don't need him to be KG. If he can be a KG light in any close resemblance, that's good. Because that's a hell of a player to model after, and that's who he said he loves the most as far as who he tries to make his game after. So why not? Middleton is the second. You know, I'll say this: I have more faith in the Bucks to get to the finals this year than I did last year, and that's crazy to say because I had them going to the finals last year. But I see a better avenue for him to do it this year. But is Middleton good enough to be a second option? I gotta see how he doing the playoffs this year because regular season Middleton be cool, but playoffs it seemed like his mind just shut off when it comes to remembering how to hoop. So we have to see. I like Middleton though. I like his game. He's solid. Yeah, Bam low-key was, yeah, because Bam has the physical capabilities and quickness to keep up with Giannis. And Giannis doesn't have many moves anyway, so that just makes his job even easier. Hi, Watts. Let's see. Everyone playing on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that Bucks win was probably y'all best win because it's like that was a win y'all needed to. That's a team y'all most people expect to possibly knock y'all off. So that's a good win for y'all. I forgot y'all played the Sixers already. I don't know how y'all managed to win that one. KD and Kai didn't even play. Shoot. Honestly, Precious not even my favorite rookie, but I do love him. I love Precious. But my favorite rookies are the first three picks of the draft. All that's legitimately the order probably too. And I'll tell you why. Because I think I love Ant Edwards because I've been an Ant Edwards fan since I heard of him last year. He has game. He's a bucket. He goes out and hoops. While like Wiseman, I see a lot of potential in this game. He already has a solid face-up game to be a big man. He's in a perfectly um, constructed system as far as who he's playing with, like Steph Curry. And I wish Clay was healthy this year because Clay could have helped his development. Kerr is just a rookie killer. That's the only problem. And then his defense, he'll figure it out on defense. But and then LaMelo, I used to give him a lot of hell when he was younger because of how, you know, some of the silly shit he used to do when he was younger. But he blossomed into a more mature player, and it's helped him a lot. And seeing that Lonzo doesn't play with the same confidence that his little brother plays with, it makes me hope for Melo more because he plays with an what's the word? An unhindered confidence. Like you're not gonna throw LaMelo Ball off his game. If he's off, it's because it's because of him. I'm not gonna say he can't be defended well, but I'm talking about confidence wise. Like if you defend Lonzo well enough, or if you get in his head enough, he's not gonna keep trying. LaMelo is, whether he's missing or turning the ball over or not, it doesn't matter. And that's the difference between the two. And I love both, but that's just the glaring difference between the two of them to me. Now, if Lonzo had LaMelo's confidence, Lonzo would probably be a top 10 point guard in the league, or at least close. But he doesn't, so no need for that discussion. Pre-bubble Lonzo was playing like that though. Like if he played like that all the time, that's a top 10 PG. Because he's giving you that plus elite defense. That could have been a top 10 PG, and he could have made first team defense, all defense. Yeah, Joe Harris, that he had like 28 that game, I think. Ant Man is funny, bro. Like Anthony Edwards is really, he's really funny. Like he's a personality for sure, and he can hoop. That's a good combination. And one, yeah, Pat Williams has shown out. He's playing really solid basketball right now. I like Pat Williams as well. There's not a lot of people in this draft that I didn't really like. It's just some people slipped further than they should have. Some people went higher than they should have. Tyrese Maxey slipping down to the 20s is a criminal offense. Like, I thought Miami was going to draft him. I would have took him in a heartbeat. Philly got one with him. That was a good choice. I don't like Peyton Pritchard, and he is good. I don't like him not just because that stupid game winner he got. I just don't like him, but he can play. Obi top man. Has Obi even been getting any burn? The Knicks been playing RJ and Julius so goddamn heavy. I don't even think there's minutes for Obi. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Julius and RJ lead the league in minutes per game. Tibbs ain't playing, bruh. And he's averaging damn near 40 minutes a game. It's like, bro, you gonna kill their knees before they have a chance to even make the playoffs. I feel bad for RJ knees, man, because Tibbs he gonna run his ass out of gas, bruh. Like, he has his good games, he has his bad games, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day, regardless if he plays good or not, he's still playing a lot of minutes. And I know he's young, he's only 20, but it's like, damn. Out the gate, like, that's a lot. Like, I don't think RJ was getting anywhere close to 38, 39 minutes. I think he was at like 30 at most. It's like now he's all of a sudden, and of course, I mean, he should be starting, but that's still a lot of fucking minutes. Like I said, like, yeah, he's young, but you burn people out doing that. Well, shit, Harden has to average 40 minutes with y'all right now, but he's also durable. So, as fat as he is durable. He doesn't really get hurt much. Tibbs have you playing the hardest 40 minutes of your life. Surprising team. Probably Cleveland. Cleveland is probably the team. Because Cleveland they got Sexton, they got, Garland. They a solid team this year. They've shown me that they can at least be in the playoff contention, at least in the next few years, or for the next few years, depending on this year. Who else? Who surprised me that bad? Oh, Toronto was way worse than I thought they would be. That's a bad team. I'll do the West too. Uh, the West ain't really got no surprises for me. Everybody is about where I expected, so I can't really say nobody for them. Like things are going as I expected it to go over there. Andre Millicent. I mean, that seems about right because Harden never dunks the ball, bro. Like and the thing is, James can get up to dunk. Like he doesn't really do it. I have all 18 of our points. I didn't notice that until now. It's kind of insane. But yeah, Harden, he can dunk. He just don't. So I mean, if that's the case, it makes sense. Durability. Yeah, the Hornets been pretty good, Christian. They 6-8. That's good for their standards. Man, Siakam, man, he let me down, bro. But I told niggas that he wasn't gonna be a good #1 option. Nobody wanted to listen to good old Swish show. How is that a charge if he's moving? Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, nah, Siakam isn't the #1. That spin move shit that shit gotta go. That's not gonna keep working. Yeah, I rarely see Spencer Dinwiddie dunk. Now that you say that, like when he was healthy, he rarely dunked. That's kind of crazy that you say that. I think y'all are the favorites next year if y'all have a good enough offseason. Like if y'all fill the team with the right pieces and stop giving DeAndre Jordan so many goddamn minutes. Yeah, if y'all got Siakam as a third option, like if y'all like say y'all didn't get Harden, man, that would have been fire. It's a hell of a defensive pickup. That's one thing you can't take from Siakam. He will play some defense at the very least. He's gonna play defense. That's why I said the other day, I'm like, bro, no matter how much I slander players, if they're good, I'm good. I would take them on my team. I said the same thing about Siakam. I'm like, bro, I talk about Siakam all the time and make fun of him for his spin moves and all that. Would I take Siakam on Miami? Absolutely. Like, yes. Same thing with Harden. I give Harden hell to this day, but I was very willing and prepared for my team to trade for him. Like, I'm not finna say no to James Harden just because I don't fucking like him. I didn't like LeBron James when he joined the Heat. Was I happy as hell? Yes. I'm pulling this. This money. A lot. He touched it. That's tough. Man, Paul, I hope. I hope, bro. It's not like my thing with the Depot deal. It's not even that I want Depot just for the sake of saying we have Depot. We have another, like all-star or close to all-star caliber player. It's not just that. It's the fact that he's playing really good again, and he would help so many of Miami's biggest issues. Main one being shot creation. Second one being guard defense. We can't have Avery Bradley guard everybody. Tyler Hero damn sure can't guard anybody. And Depot isn't a bad playmaker either. He's not like exceptional or anything, but he's solid. That's another light version of a player that I love. Depot reminds me of a D-Wade light with a bit of a better jump shot. Of course, he's never going to be D-Wade, but they have very similar games. And people always bring up Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell and D-Wade don't really play alike other than the fact that they were undersized guards. Like Donovan Mitchell reminded me more of Baron Davis than D-Wade. I've always said that. Tatum is Tatum is really good. PG for the that's not a bad comparison, but yeah, Paul makes a valid point. PG was dumb athletic. Like he was grossly athletic before he broke his leg. The fact that he broke his leg and then came back this good is kind of insane. Like as much as people, myself included, like slander him, the fact that he came back from that is exceptional. Because most niggas, like, if they snap their leg like that, they're not coming back. Or at least as good or even better than what they were. They're just not. That's a hell of a mental snap to deal with. Let alone physical. Like, if, God forbid, Brandon Ingram did something like that, I don't think he would come back the same. This might be another one of them games where it's a blowout and I send out and play the next one. If I get, oh my goodness. If this game turns into a blowout, I will simulate and play one more. And if that one's a blowout, if it's not too much time into the stream already, I'll just go for the sweep. We shall see. I was planning to just play 2 games, like I do every stream. But we shall see. I enjoy talking with y'all at the same time, though, so we really gotta figure this out. Yeah, exactly. Like that's Donovan's issue. He's really good at making tough shots, but that only lasts so long. Especially at his size. He's 6'1". Like he's shorter than me. And I didn't even know that until they did the height without shoes shit last year. I'm like, bro, he's 6'1". Like that's cool, that he is capable of doing that. But he's not really that good at, getting other looks. Like he doesn't really excel at, creating shots well enough to where it's not always a tough shot that's going in. Whereas somebody like Bradley Beal can hit the tough shots and he can hit the he can get himself easy looks. Or a CJ McCollum type person. Like CJ McCollum, I'm so sad that he's hurt. CJ McCollum is a perfect example of somebody that, he's undersized, but he can make things work as far as shot creation. Yeah, exactly. Because KD is a 7-foot shooting guard. That shit's unfair. KD can shoot over people, and that's a good shot. For anybody else, that's not the case. Like there's been only a handful of bad or good bad shot makers in history. Kobe was one of them. Kobe used to take some stupid ass shots, but they went in. So it's like, okay, I can't really say much about that. Like Kobe is some of the dumbest game winners in history, just because he was so elite at bad shot making. Like the game winner he made over D Wade, that was not a good shot for the average NBA player. For Kobe, that's regular. He was used to stupid shots like that, or especially the ones against the Trailblazers in 2004, like when he had Ruben Patterson all on him, and he leaned to the side and just threw the ball in the air, and that shit went straight through like it was nothing. Like nobody else is really making those kinds of shots. Like that's just what he was great at. I think that's a part of what made me love Kobe a lot, because it's like, bro, you're so good at bad shots. It's just insane. Like not everybody can do that. That and just his work ethic and how great of a fucking player he was is what made me see Kobe as a superhuman. Like he was unreal. Same with Steph Curry. Like Steph's range, for example. Steph can pull from right where my player is standing, and that's considered a good shot. Not many people can do that. Like, Dame is probably the only one where that's not considered a bad shot. KD as well. Stan Van Gundy is like the roster construction isn't great, but as the coach, you kind of got to work around that in a sense. Like, you gotta some of the shit that he does for the Pelicans, like lineup wise, it's just like, why? Like, Bledsoe can come off the bench. He shouldn't be starting when Lonzo and Zion and Ingram and Adams are all in the lineup. You can't have Bledsoe and Adams on the court at the same time. It doesn't work. Bledsoe can't shoot. Adams can't shoot. You can get away with Adams and Zion because Adams is a really good rebounder. But with all three of them, that's not good, bro. So, I mean, I won't blame it entirely on him, but he at least has them playing better defense. But they can't close a game worth shit. And that's because their spacing and their roster construction is bad. And because they lack another creator next to, next to Brandon Ingram. Like, nobody else on that team is really good at shot creation. That's why picking up somebody like Zach LaVine would be perfect for them, but I don't know who they would trade. Like, imagine Zach LaVine and Brandon Ingram closing games for the Pelicans. That would make things so much easier for them. Like, if Brandon Ingram can't get his, you're not going to stop him and Zach LaVine from closing the game out unless you have a really elite defense or they're just missing. That's also more spacing for everybody else, too. Yeah, David Griffin is a very fraudulent GM. Like, he's really not helping that team at all. It's like, first of all, nigga, you have generational talent that you just drafted #1 overall. You know he's not a shooter. Why are you putting him in lineups with less shooters? If Zion had the floor space to himself for the most part, he would probably be averaging 28 points a game right now. But he doesn't. And that hurts Brandon Ingram too, because Brandon Ingram is another one of those guys where Brandon Ingram can shoot, but it's like he needs space too. He needs room to operate. He doesn't have that. Like, I think this would be an ideal team for me for the Pelicans. If the Pelicans could have a lineup where it's Zoe, Zach LaVine, Ingram, Zion, and Miles Turner, that would be a very solid team. You got a good mix of people that can defend with Zoe and Miles Turner. Then you got scoring on the other end. You got shot creation, especially on the other end with Zach and Brandon Ingram, especially Zach. You got a generational talent at power forward with Zion. So give him all the space in the world to do what he wants. Nobody's stopping him in free space. Unless they're, somebody like Anthony Davis or something like that. Like, that's... I don't know. David Griffin fucked that team over. I'm simming out of this game, by the way. It's embarrassing. Finished this game with no assists. That's kind of funny. 14 boards and no assists. I had a B teammate grade and they gave me an A performance. That's what's up. Respect, 2K. Hero 9-2 first. Shit. We'll have to throw in a filler too because of salary reasons. How much is LaVine making actually? I'll start this next game. How much is Zach LaVine making? He's getting like 21 million, right? Oh, Zach is getting 19 and a half. Shit. Hell yeah, I would do that. I'll take Zach LaVine in a heartbeat. I've said that before too. You tell me Miami can go get Zach LaVine, go do it, please. Give up Hero and Nunn and whatever filler. The filler would have to be. Um, I think Tyler is. How much is Tyler making? It depends on what Tyler is making. That way I can know the filler. That is a foul. Like we fouling out the gate, bro. Really? Tyler Hero's getting what is it, 4 million? He's getting about almost $4 million this year. 4 million from him, Kelly, and Nunn, and then them picks for Zach. Shit, Zach LaVine is what, like 25? Man, there would be no question. I wouldn't look back at all. I don't give a fuck about the picks. Dead ass. So Kelly, Hero, Nunn, picks. I would do that in a heartbeat. Although I will say this, I like Kelly in lineups with Bam because it's a stretch big next to Bam. But if he gotta go, he gotta fucking go. What I would like, even though this can't work because of salary cap unless we throw in another smaller deal, I would like if we gave up Myers Leonard weak ass. Myers, uh, Hero, Nunn, and if we had to another small salary, I don't know who's small enough amount to make up for the 5 million threshold needed, but them four players and picks, I would rather do that because Kelly actually plays like a basketball player when Bam is in the lineups with him. And as much as Iguodala is making, he'll be a good trade filler. Like having him off the bench is key for defensive plays at times, so I would understand why they wouldn't want to give him up. But shit, you could throw Iguodala in that deal for LaVine instead. But to answer your question, Pikachu, um, LaVine is gonna, yeah, like Paul just took the words right out of my mouth. Paul said he would cost less, so you kind of go with that in a sense. But as far as who I would take because of how they play, Bradley Beal 100%. But if I'm trying to be cost efficient and I'm also getting a younger player at that, Zach LaVine is the way to go. Like Zach LaVine, oh my God, that was rude. I gotta replay that. Hold on, bro. Oh, that's nasty. That's ridiculous. Oof. Oh yeah, Zach LaVine. Excuse me. Zach LaVine as a player with us is that's scary because yeah, he's not the best defender. Oh my God, yeah, he's not the best defender, but neither is Bradley Beal. Neither of them are good defensive players, but their offensive output is literally what our teams need. Like that's Miami's biggest problem is lack of shot creation. That's why I want Depot so bad. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do a spin move. God damn it. But bro, you telling me at the end of games instead of having to watch, Miami draw up a dribble handoff, which does work pretty effectively in these situations, but just saying. Instead of having to do dribble handoffs, I can watch Zach LaVine go to work in an ISO and pull from almost anywhere. That's another person, Paul, who's solid at bad shot making, even though he can't create his own good looks. But nigga, shit, I'll take Zach LaVine in half a second, bro. At that point, you got three people that's capable of going to get 20. Well, four, really. Goran can get you 20 on a nightly basis. And that's off the bench. But just in the starting lineup, you got three niggas that can go get you 20 points. And in three different ways, though. That's the crazy part. Like, Jimmy can get you 20 points by being Jimmy. You know, he might hit a mid-range or two. He's gonna get to the cup more times than not. He's gonna get to the line. That's his way of getting his 20. You got Bam. He's catching lobs. He's starting to shoot that mid-range pull-up more. That's his way of getting 20. Zach LaVine, 3-level score. He's getting his 20 regardless of how he gets it. He's going to the cup. He's getting mid-ranges. He's pulling threes. Same with somebody like Bradley Beal. You can do the same thing. Zach LaVine is also taller, so I would rather have him as the cheaper option too. But and then you got Goran off the bench. You know, when one of those guys not in the game, or even if you got to stagger him, Gordon is gonna go get his 20. He's a really capable 3-point shooter, mid-range shooter. You know, he has craftiness around the rim. That's probably the thing I love most about Goran's game, because I be watching Heat games. Goran be faking me out when he go to the basket. I'm like, hold on, bro, how did you? what the hell did you just do? Like that was a good ass move, but that's just how I go. I do too, Paul, because Zach Zach seems like he fits the Heat mold. You know, his pops already be on his ass about working hard, so that would be perfect for us. Because, like I said, he's young. His deal is a lot cheaper right now. Yeah, I wouldn't mind paying him, but you got to also think him being younger. He's only 25, so him being 25, Bam is 23, and Jimmy is about to be 32 at the end, closer to the end of this year. That's a solid core. Like, you got a veteran who you just saw go crazy in the finals when his team needed him to the most. Like, and then just for the future, like even when Jimmy's gone, like you got Bam and Levine, and what you could put around that could be something crazy. You never know what connections Bam might have, like D Wade used to, and he might bring somebody else to the table. And then Zach LaVine could potentially be your third option, or Bam Adebayo could potentially be your third option. That's insane. Like, you got to be happy with stuff like that. Same with Bill. Everything I just said applies to him. Where am I from? I am from Los Angeles, sir. I am not from Houston. I've also never been to Houston. I've been to Texas before, though. I got family out there. That's true. Because people don't realize that Bill is really like 6'3", so that kind of hurts him, and he's not as athletic as Zach LaVine is. So yeah, that makes a major difference. Plus, Miami gets a lot of people to buy in on defense anyway. Like, we had Dion Waiters as an above average defender, bro. Like, Dion was known for going to get buckets, and that's it. With us, he was, even when we was, a middle of the pack team, he was an above average defender with the Heat. So imagine what the fuck Zach LaVine could do. He's not gonna be all NBA or anything, but he would be a lot better. We're literally seeing that with Wiggins right now. Wiggins is playing all NBA level defense with the Warriors right now, just because he's in a better situation, and he's utilizing his athleticism and his body frame. He's 6'7", 6'8", with long ass arms. He's utilizing that now. I'm so proud of him for taking that step. Do I think the Nets make it out of the East? I think it's all matchup based. I wouldn't be surprised if they did make it. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make it. Like if they play the Bucks, like in a 7-game series, like if it's the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't know, man. That'd be a tough ass 7-game series. I think it would come down to uh, who can get the most stops, and more than likely that would be the Bucks. But if their offense go cold, it don't really mean much because, I mean, you got Kevin Durant on the other fucking end of the court. So, I don't know. As of today, even though they lost yesterday, I would pick the Bucks in the series. But the season is still early. So if they make more moves or if, they change things up and stop playing DeAndre Jordan so fucking much, which I highly doubt is going to happen, then I don't know. Completely different ball game. But those are my 2 picks at least for the conference finals. At least. I think that's almost a surefire thing. Again, unless Miami plays the Bucks again and we actually beat them. But I don't want to see the Nets in the ECF. I don't. I would rather save myself the embarrassment. But they would. I wouldn't. I don't think we would get swept by the Nets, but it wouldn't be a particularly fun series for the simple fact that without somebody like Beal on the squad or Levine, our scoring wouldn't be able to hold up with theirs unless they're missing or our defense is playing that good. So it's kind of tough, but it is what it is. I mean, we beat the Celtics and we didn't have, all better offensive talents than Boston, but Tyler Hero fucking lit them up. Bam had a hell of a game 6. Jimmy had a solid series too. So, I mean, you really never know, but Celtics aren't the Nets, talent-wise. So, just depends. I just don't think Miami would have enough against a team like that, so I wouldn't want to play them. Like I've already said, I don't think Miami can beat the Nets, so nobody can say I think the Heat are going back to the finals. Because I've said already, I don't think Miami's going back to the finals because we haven't made the moves like a team like the fucking Nets have to propel ourselves back to that. I already said what I would be happy with. If we can get back to the Eastern Conference Finals, that's good with me. Second round last year was enough for me. The fact that we got to the finals was crazy. But I don't think people realize, saying that the bubble was fluky and all that shit, they don't realize that they're putting their own teams down in that case. Because if it was fluky and, everybody was impacted by it, then that just means your team lost. It was an even playing ground. That's not our fault that we took advantage of it and y'all failed to. I'm not gonna knock my team for that. Like that's on y'all. Y'all played in the same atmosphere. Y'all supposedly had the better teams, the better players. That's your fault. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad because my team decided to play better when it was on the fairground. Like, that's stupid. I'm not gonna discredit them for that. Just like if Boston would have made it. I expected Boston to beat us in the conference finals. I wasn't gonna say Boston beat us because it was the fucking bubble. Like I expected Boston to make the conference finals because I saw them beating Toronto like they did. And I'm like, okay, that has nothing to do with the bubble. I saw that before the bubble even, fully started up. And I said the Bucks were going to the finals. They just ran into us. I can't help that Giannis decided running to the basket 7,000 times was the way to go and it wasn't working against us. That's not my fault. Or the fact that Bud is a terrible coach when it comes to the postseason. That's not my fault. It's not my fault that my team has arguably the best coach in the NBA. I can't help that. That's not on me. I don't make that choice. I just happen to be lucky enough to be a fan of said team. Y'all would smoke Boston, Paul. Like that dead ass might not go more than 5 games. I'm being so serious. If we played Boston again, we could beat them still in like 6 or 7, just like last year. But if y'all play them, y'all smoking them in no more than 5 games. That would be embarrassing. Yeah, I feel you. The Nets are kind of banking on a lot of scoring, And a lot of scoring and so little defense could hurt because you got to think you scoring a lot. That's cool, but you putting is just as much work in trying to defend the other team from scoring as you are, scoring yourselves. So it's kind of difficult, and that wears people down in the playoff setting. People don't understand that. They think just talent outweighs everything. Like, no, that's not the case. We've seen talented teams get their ass whooped before. Like, it's not impossible. Appreciate that, Pikachu. Thank you for, the support and the acknowledgement. I just try to be as fair as possible to people, that especially their teams. As much as I may have a bias against their team, I'm not gonna be unfair to them just because I don't like their team. Like, you can ask anybody. Just because I predicted, like with the whole Heat thing, I predicted the Bucks to beat us. I didn't expect us to go past the second round. I said that several times last year. But the fact that the Bucks are fucking idiots because of their coach and their superstar doesn't want to play like a center, they lost. That's not my fault. Like, I can't help that. That's on them. That's their personnel addressing that they need to do. But it happens. It happened already. We can't go back in time and change that. Yeah, it's the old roster. I started as my career way before. But my player, obviously, he's gonna have to update the roster. Open gym. Man. It's like people don't understand that saying that the bubble happened or that, these open gyms are gonna help people or hurt people. They're not understanding that them saying that isn't gonna change anything. I can't go back in time because before and change the bubble's outcome. Like, the teams that were supposed to make it made it. Didn't nobody say shit about the Lakers making it because the Lakers were expected to make it. So they did. Nobody expected the Heat to make it, so now everybody's pissed off. Like, who cares? You can't go back and change it. You know how much shit I would go back and change in NBA history if I could? Kobe would have never got his Achilles. He would have never tore his Achilles if I could have helped it. Like, the Heat wouldn't have lost to the Spurs in 2014 if I could help it. We damn sure wouldn't have lost to Dallas if I could help it. And LeBron wouldn't have had no damn 8-point game if I could help it. But we can't do anything about it. History is always going to be having some kind of, always going to be some lack of context or an overuse of it trying to discredit somebody. Like, everybody was on the same neutral site, bruh. I don't want to hear that on the road shit. Like, the Heat weren't a good road team. They still weren't at home in the bubble. But they won. Like, the conference. So, it doesn't make a difference. Damn, I didn't get that off in time. I missed anyway. No, Paul, y'all cannot borrow Spo. But yeah, y'all would literally probably never lose a game if y'all had Spo. Who is going to be gone? Shit beats me. And I don't want to find out, but I'm going to find out Saturday. I ain't going to lie to you. If Jimmy not playing, I'm not watching that game, bro. I put down everything I love. I am not turning that shit on. Unless we somehow keep it close with y'all. I will not turn that game on. But I would anticipate Jimmy, if he plays, is guarding Harden. And Bam is on KD. And, oh, fuck. That means Tyler Hero is probably guarding. Well, Avery Bradley might be back. If he's back, then I would anticipate he guards Kyrie. But if not, that means Tyler Hero is, which means we're probably going to be down by 30 in the first quarter. Oh, y'all on a back-to-back too? Because we on a back-to-back that day. We got Toronto tomorrow. We got to go to Tampa tomorrow. And then I know Jimmy and AB aren't playing tomorrow, but they might play Friday, I think. Because we play them tomorrow, and then we play them again Friday, and then we see y'all Saturday. So if y'all on a back-to-back, you might be right. We might not see all three of them. Because I know Kai is supposed to come back soon. I think, was it tomorrow or Thursday or whenever? I think, yeah, y'all play tomorrow. I think he's supposed to come back against the Cavs or something. So yeah, you might be right. Yeah, we might not see all three, but if we do, I'm not watching it. I don't want to be embarrassed, bro. I'm gonna just tweet it out. I'm gonna chalk up my L. I'm gonna change my Abby for game day. Chalk up my L and be like, hey man, GG. If all three of them are playing. If it's just Katie and Kai or Harden and Kai, I give us a decent chance, or I'll at least watch the game. I'm not gonna say we'll win though, because I don't believe that. But oh, okay, so y'all got the same shit we got. Play a team twice. Okay, yeah, you might be right. Y'all really might sit some people out that game. We'll see then. But I mean, of course, I'm gonna watch my Heat tomorrow and Friday because I want to see us play the Raptors. I have a lot of Raptors friends, so if we can get the dubs and I can talk shit, then that'd be fine. Cleveland low key might give y'all a run for your money, at least one of them games. Cause I don't know who y'all got boxing out Drummond. He might have a career night on the glass. He be rebounding like a madman. That nigga is averaging like 16 boards a game right now. That makes no sense. That's what I was saying. I was saying yesterday, like you was here, that Drummond was. We was talking about him. Drummond is so elite at rebounding. He just doesn't have basketball skill anywhere else, really. Yeah, I figured. It's like, bro, you're one of the best rebounders I ever seen, but you really don't have much of an offensive game. Like that's why I said if he had one, he would be one of the best centers in the league, combining with that rebounding skill. But that is not the case. Drummond is an interesting man, though. I wonder how y'all gonna go about. Well, y'all perimeter defense not really bad. Y'all perimeter defense is actually decent, but I wonder if I hate that fucking nickname, Sexland. Wonder how they gonna fare against y'all. I don't expect Kai to come out and go crazy though. Even though it is his old team, I think he's gonna try to take tomorrow to go through the motions and get back in game shape. Probably gonna do the same shit Friday. What's up, Icy Grims? Hello. Paul, I really might be hard, and I'll just be casually putting up extremely high scoring games for no reason. Like, this is kind of insane. I have 61 and I haven't paid a lick of attention to it. Zion has to block that. Speaking of, he's playing right now, I think. I think the Pelicans are on. I'm going to have to watch some of that game. And one. I have been to a Heat game out here in LA and in Miami. I've been to a lot in LA, like whether it's Clippers or Lakers, mostly Clippers versus Heat. But what year? That was the end of 2014, right after LeBron had left. I went to Miami, and D Wade's sneaker manager at the time had got me and my brother into games. He got us into 2 games. So I was chilling with D Wade after the game for a little bit, but I can't say this. As much as I've been to Staples Center, I've been going to Staples Center since I was a baby. As much as I love Staples Center, whether it's a Laker game or a Clipper game, I like the Heat's arena better. The Heat Arena is fucking insane. But both are goated arenas, but I just like the Heat Arena better. And some big ass gyms. But nah, Heat games are fun. Like the atmosphere, like even though we had just lost Bron, like it was still crazy in there. Like it was dumb loud. But the cold part is we lost both the fucking games I went to. One game, I think D Wade barely missed the game winner. I was sick. I'm like, bro, this could have been a hell of an experience. I see D Wade hit a game winner and then go kick it with him right after. Like, it's all good. I mean, I'm blessed enough to even have a friendship with that dude. So I do need whenever. Well, ain't no telling when this panoramic gonna be fully calmed down, but whenever shit is calmed down, I need to go back to Miami. I need to see Jimmy and Bam Adebayo. Fun fact, I met Bam before, and his mom was supposed to take a picture of us, and she didn't actually click to take the picture. And she was the nicest lady in the world, and I didn't realize she didn't take the picture until I went back and sat down. And it was already halfway up the steps to leave after the game. And I wasn't about to go after him because I would have felt like bad. But, bruh, that shit hurts my heart to this day. I'm like, bro, I just met one of my favorite players. His mom folded on taking the picture. She was so nice. Like, I can't even be mad. But it's just like, god damn, man, that was a moment. But, I mean, at least I met him. That's what matters the most. She was nice. He's hella cool. So can't say that. I met James Johnson too when he was still with us. He actually ended up following me on Instagram. He's hella cool. I met Winslow. I won't say Winslow's an asshole, but he's kind of like a standoffish type, it seems like. Josh Richardson was hella cool. I met him too. But I've had some experiences with the Heat games and, you know, some of my players. Okay. Who's winning that Pels game? Yeah, bro. Like when D Wade, like you know, when D Wade and Bron had first split, like Heat fans was at an all time peak of loving D Wade. So it was hella loud in there. Like bro could do the simplest layup ever. It's like it's like god damn. Like, oh man. Yeah, Icy Grims. That's D Wade is actually a friend of mine. I've known him for I've known Dwayne for almost 8 years now. Since I was almost 14. I was 13, about to be 14. Right after they won that back to back against the Spurs. And me and him became cool. Jazz ups and damn, okay. Pelicans, man, the Jazz playing good basketball right now, but the Pelicans I just really fucking hate how that team is constructed, bro. Like they're limiting Zion and BI's potentials. I thought Stan Van Gundy would be the coach for him, but that roster construction doesn't help. Yes, sir, Icy. Also, friends with the OG himself, Udonis Haslem. I've been cool with UD I got cool with UD like a year after I met D Wade. Like when I met the whole time. I'm gonna explain the timeline. So I met D Wade in 2012, and at his book signing. I met him, got his autograph, shook his hand. And that was the craziest moment of my life because I couldn't believe it. And then also meeting Kobe, which is my Twitter header. But met D Wade, book signing, and then one day I posted something about D Wade, and somehow he saw it hella late Like he saw it months later. Randomly one day, he liked it, commented on it, and then start losing my mind, posted something else about him, like some of their shoes. He ends up following me. So we built the relationship from there, and it was a couple times where I actually lost his follow because Instagram, like at one point my phone had this weird thing where, if you touch the screen, it will do something completely opposite, as if the touch sensor was touched by something else. It was weird. So D-Wade ends up unfollowing me by mistake because of my doing, my phone's doing, and then it happened the second time. So it was some weird shit, like a glitch. And then, he found me both times and things was cool. Then I met him after a game, Clippers and Heat game, February 5th, 2014. And then I met him, I met Gab, I met with his shoe manager. He's the one who put everything together for me. And, he was giving me Wade shoes and whatnot. So that happens. And then I go to another friend of mine, Darrell Wright. He's my brother and I's friend. We went to his barbecue. Udonis shows up. I end up meeting him because D-Wade's shoe manager at the time, he knew Udonis as well, of course. They're the same brand, leaning, all that. So he's cool with UD. He introduces us. Me and my brother get cool with UD. And then we see them both when we go to Miami. So that whole little Miami part I was talking about where I went to the 2 games, I was with both of them. I seen both of them. And then, that's pretty much how that started. So now, like, whenever I talk to D-Wade on Instagram or UD, like, it's like they treat me like I'm their little brother kind of thing. Me and my brother. So, like, it was funny because Dwayne, even when he was with the Bulls, like, he knew I was still supporting him. And I seen him in one of his last games with the Heat out here. Well, actually, both of his last games with the Heat. The one where it was his last season and his last game with the Heat out here before he went to the Bulls. And I've seen him as a Bull, too. That's when I actually first seen Jimmy Butler in person. He's really fucking buff. Jimmy is built like a damn Captain America doll. But like we would see D-Wade, but the funniest thing was we went to an event, me and my brother and two of my best friends, we went to an event for D-Wade's brand leaning, and Udonis shows up, Michael Carter Williams is there, Tyler Johnson, D-Wade and all that. And funny enough, if the way the room was set up, first it's like a hotel lobby. You walk in, you come with the elevator, you walk in, it's a little lobby, and then you get to the main event stage. And there was 2 sets of big ass double doors. So I'm walking out of one side, and I had already seen Udonis at this point. I'm walking out of one side. D-Wade and the crowd is walking in the other side. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like I just walked out here to go look for him. So that happens, and when that happened, D-Wade ended up seeing my brother, and he said, "What's up to him?" He's talking to him. He was like, "Where's Nick at?" And my brother was like, "He just went out there looking for you. Like y'all just walked right past each other." So I ended up, they was talking, and then he ended up going on stage or whatever to talk about his shoes. And then he saw me in the crowd and like pointed at me or whatever. And then later on, we got our picture. Nothing new. Like I always got to get pictures with the homie, but it was funny. Like that day was something else, man. Like that was the first time you did see me in a couple years. My voice had changed to what it sounds like now. He called me Barry White and shit. I'm like, man, y'all gonna leave me alone. I can't help that I grew up. Like this ain't my fault. But I've had some pretty good experiences with these guys. I look up to them. These are 2 guys that they didn't have to become friends with me and my brother. These are 2 dudes who have made a living off of playing a sport, bouncing a ball, and made millions of dollars off of it. And they living happily in their lives, but they took us in as one of their own. So I always had the utmost respect for both of them. I have not met LeBron. Nah, I've seen LeBron in person a handful of times. He's built like a damn cyclops. Like he legit looks like a monster. It's kind of crazy. Like, you would think if you didn't know LeBron was a basketball player and you didn't know who he was, you would think he's probably the scariest looking dude in the world. Because he's built like he's built like how pro wrestlers used to be, like when they was on roids, like all extra tall and buff. Like, he's a big dude, but he's from what I've seen, he's one of the nicest dudes ever. But I haven't gotten a chance to meet him yet. Hopefully that happens one day. Man, Nikias tweets about UD be making me so mad, bro. Because it's like, bro, that roster spot isn't going to be used anyway. Who cares? Like, I tell him that all the time. Like, we not going to use it. Nobody else is going to get use out of that spot. Who cares? Let my man UD get his free money. Yeah, the Clippers are bad. This is a really bad team. Like, this is kind of embarrassing. I damn near want to sim out and play one more game. I just don't know how long I've been streaming. Let's see. How long have I been streaming? I might just go for the kill. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I might go for the kill. Is that a hundo? Ugh, let's go. Yeah, I'll go for the kill. Fuck it. The last time I saw D Wade, like, in person and actually talked to him, I think was that day. That was almost 3 years ago. But I talked to him at the very minimum at least once or twice a month. Sometimes it's more than that, but that's at least. But, like, saw him in person and we actually, interacted. I think that was the last time. Because the last game he had out here against the Clippers, I was supposed to see him after the game, but Staples Center security was being some bitches, and they made me and my brother leave earlier than we were supposed to. It's like, bro, D Wade is the one that left us these passes. Like, we're supposed to wait on him. That's when I met Bam and James Johnson and all the other players. I'm like, bro, we're supposed to be waiting for D Wade. Like, this, we're supposed to be here. And I told him that it was true. I'm like, man, they straight, like, basically kicked us out. Like, I don't know, but it is what it is. Ain't no big thing. Like I said, I talked to him on a good enough basis to where it's like, it's all good. It's manageable. Ain't no big deal. I'm gonna throw these city jerseys on for the sweep. Man, maybe I could have gotten some use out of that roster spot. You're not wrong. Maybe I could have been at least of some service. I had to get in shape for sure, though, because I done gained some weight. I ain't hooped in a minute. Pat Riley be cussing me out. Maybe they'll put me on the right diet and whatnot. All right, the main objective of this game, oh my God, here we go. Since teams like to play better with their backs completely against the wall, 3-0 deficit, I'm going to try to blow the Clippers out early and get this stream over with. But no telling. If I got to score 100 points, I got to score 100. But I'm going to try to get them out of here by the third quarter. Oh, God, here we go. Alonzo Trier is cool, but I mean, I could see why he wouldn't last too long in the league. He plays too much like a Jamal Crawford type of player already. And I feel like he's one of those players, when he has bad games, his games are bad. And he's not bringing nothing else to the table. Like, some people, you can get away with having a bad shooting night or offensive game if you're playing defense. Yeah, D Wade is super cool, man. He's good people's. Like, he'll tell you himself he sees me as like a little bro. And he's really good people's. That's why if you follow me on Twitter, you see if I talk about him, I talk about him pretty passionately. They really just Here we go. Yeah, man, y'all need to get what's his name back, bro? Hollis Jefferson. Rondé Hollis Jefferson would really be solid for y'all. I don't know why y'all don't just call him back. As far as anybody else, I don't know. Maybe Deadman. If he is he a free agent or does he need to get bought out? I don't know. But that would probably be a good pickup for y'all. It's better than rim protection than goddamn DeAndre Jordan. They should have gave me the ball way earlier. I could have scored. Oh, you from Canada? Okay, that's what's up. I've been to Canada once. I went actually the year before I went to Miami. I went around the same time, which was the end of the year, but the year prior. Let's see, what did Zion do? How did he make that? He just bulldozed Derek Favors. Like, come on, G. That's insane. Oh, the Pelicans actually made it a game. That's what's up. He got 14. Yes, sir. Paul, our Zion agenda is starting to look good, man. It's starting to prosper. That's coming off. Hey! Yeah, the league has a fix in. They tried to get me out the game already. Gave me 2 fouls in like the first minute and a half. Man, y'all don't knock it off. Give me that. Let's go. Yes. Hell no. And why? Yeah, man. I'm tired of not being able to go anywhere, not being able to go to games, like all that kind of stuff. So I'll be getting the vaccine as soon as I can. Get that Pfizer. I think the main thing I'm looking forward to, like when things calm down enough to where we can, at least resume life, is my adult league. Like y'all know, when I was playing, I was posting about that shit every Sunday and Monday. Couldn't wait for game days, man. That was the love of my life at the time. I mean, I have a girl now. So now she's gonna be at my games. I can't wait. She only got to go to one of my games, and it was my very last adult league game before the shutdown. But hoop, man, hoop. That's that's the mind easer right there, and take my mind off things. Like I forget any problems I have when I'm on a basketball court. I think that's why I talk so passionately about the game. There's no way he smoked it. Let's go. Matter of fact, I want to ask y'all. So I already said, hoop is my main thing. Uh, oh my goodness, what is the main thing? Like when we out of quarantine, You know, the pandemic, all that stuff. Like, of course, COVID's never gonna leave, but talking about when we're out of pandemic status, what is the first thing y'all plan to do, or what is the main thing y'all are looking forward to being able to do again? Like hoop, theme parks, and shit like that. That's mine. But what's I want to know what's on y'all agendas. I know Paul wants to get to his Nets games. Zion is the second coming. You're absolutely right. That is facts. You don't like Zion, bro? What you mean? Bro, in my adult league, I was trash. I ain't gonna hold you. I just like playing. I was trash scoring wise. I won't say I was trash, but I wasn't really that. I wasn't really the scoring type. Most of the teams I had to play on, like whether it was the team I ran or the team I was playing on with my boy running it, like I was more so like I was the Draymond of the squad. Like I had my games where I'm scoring a lot, but I was doing everything. But like, I'm rebounding, I'm passing, I'm playing defense. That's what I was doing. Disney World and going to New York. Yeah, I feel you. Like I have family members I haven't seen in a while, especially like my grandpa who stays in the East Coast. Like it's that shit weak. I hate not being able to see that side of my family, like my cousins in the South, all that. Like I look forward to them kind of trips. We usually take one of them trips every year or two, but that shit weak, bro. Barber school, hey, that's what's up, bro. I hope when you do go to barber school, everything works out. Hang out with them, yeah. Facts. Cause I miss going to hoop with the homies or going to the mall, just going to eat something. Going to the gym and the hoop, Raptors, or yeah, I feel it. Just yeah, that's another thing. Like when everything is settled in, even if we got to keep wearing masks, I don't care. As long as it's safe enough to do shit, I can't wait to go back to the gym either. Cause last year, well, shit, we in 2021 now. But even last year, I was still in decent. I was still in good shape from 2019. But 2019, I got into the best shape of my life, and I was only getting better. So, you know, 2020, I was gonna spend most of the year, playing in my adult league, getting into even better shape, so I can, be slim enough and athletic enough. As I'm only 21. I want to keep playing in that adult league as long as I can, even when I'm in my 40s. But I just wanted to basically be in shape enough to where I'm like, if I have to play more than 2 games, I could do it. And I was getting to that point again, and it felt so great. But shutdown just fucked everything up. So it's gonna take me a minute to get back in game shape when we able to play again. You ain't seen your mom in over a year? God damn. I wouldn't. I don't know how you holding up, man. I would be lost as hell. I couldn't do it. I still live at home. I wouldn't be able to handle not seeing my mom that long. I know you. Do you live with your girl, Paul? I assume you do, but like that's damn. That's a long ass time. Yeah, I miss working out too, bro. Cause it just gave me something to do. And I was always going with my boy Mo. Like shout out to my dog Mo. That's like my other big brother. But it was something to do. Whether we hooped, we did weights, leg day, whatever. It was something to do. Like, and one. Let's go. They should have never tried to get me out of here. This clip, Paul wasn't lying. This Clippers team is pathetic, man. I mean, I know they ain't got Kawhi and PG, but damn, I expected a bit of a better fight than this since they still managed to be was they the fifth seed or fourth? One of the two. They was tied either way. This is embarrassing. Oh, I missed. I'm gonna sim out and then chat with y'all for a few minutes if I get up by 25 in time. And one. Bro, I took a midi at the beginning of the stream. You wasn't here yet. And I instantly thought of you when I shot it. It was a mid-range fadeaway. I came off the screen, went to the right, and the defense just left me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm taking that. Yeah, Icy, I saw that damn picture, man. I almost blocked D-Wade, bro. I'm like, come on, man, this ain't it. There, Paul, I took a midi. I missed it. Damn. Oh, man. I told you I'm only good at middies on Pro-Am when the defense give them to me. CPU defense do not like giving them. Oh, set one. I did not try to pull a jumper there, and they gave me one anyway. That's what's up. Lanzodius, stop hacking me. I don't know how I made that. That was ugly. You got me, yeah. You got my soul. You got me, yeah. Fucking Zoe, you lucky I wasn't paying attention, you bitch. Do I have any basketball? Well, I need to start listening to the homie Maples podcast. His and then it was what the fuck was that podcast? Oh, 5 reasons I listen to theirs for their Heat insight sometimes, but other than that, it's not too many hoop podcasts I listen to. Other than like the obvious ones, like All the Smoke and Q Rich and Darius Miles, the Knuckleheads. Other than that, I don't really listen to a whole lot of hoop podcasts. I need to check out Nakai's podcast too, because I see he's moving up in the ranks and whatnot. But shit, I need to get back to my own damn podcast as much as I talk to y'all about hoops on my streams. SoCal Intellect, we coming back soon. I'm gonna talk about it with my brothers. Figure it out. And one, god damn. Hey Paul, I like your YouTube, Abby, man. It's a nice photo. Hey Paul, was it you that pointed out to me how Rich changes his Avi for whatever day of the sport it is? Um, Can't guard Rich, the homie Rich, where he has the Saints Avi and then he has the college Avi. I think that was you that pointed that out to me because I kind of do the same thing. Like Heat game days, I put a Heat Avi. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna probably have a Bam Avi or something, and then I'll go back to the Batman joint. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Knuckleheads had Carl Malone on there. I did not know that. See, I don't watch him a whole lot, but I have watched their podcasts in the past. I watch All the Smoke more than anybody's. Hell no. Yeah, I'm cool on Knuckleheads giving his ass a platform to say anything. See, he was just saying shit about Zion today. Like, shut your ass up. I don't think you need to speak on kids in any capacity. That's not the alley. Yeah, that's weak, bro. Hell no, I'm at to hit the unsubscribe. No way. Hell nope. Challenge. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Challenge. Oh my god, they kept the call. Man, fuck y'all, bro. Oh, matter of fact, his damn Zion quote was from the Knucklehead. Okay. Yeah, nah, I got less reason to watch them niggas now. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Sal's man, how you doing, man? Ever since 2K added tattoos for the generated players or created players, they've been wilding the hell out. Look at Simmons over here, bro. Number 3 on the Clippers. He is tatted to the max. Shabazz won't shoot it. Brooklyn Nets legend. This is ridiculous. Excuse me, sir. Damn it, Zoe. Let me make the shot. Who got the best shoes out of the active players? By line of shoes, damn. If you're talking about best looking, might be Kai or PG. As far as for hooping, KD and PG are my favorite to hoop in out of the active players, like with Nike and stuff. Don't get me wrong, though. I will wear the shit out of some Li-Nings. I need D-Wade to get me a deal with Li-Ning as much shit as I wear of theirs. They got some really comfortable shit, like shoes and clothes. Oh yeah, PJ Tucker got the best collection by far. That nigga's shoe game, man, is absurd. Like, if we talking about collections, there's nobody close in the league, really. Jimmy Butler got a nice collection of J's too. I seen in one of his videos. Bro, I swear to God, he got more KDs than KD himself, bro. It's like, bro, how you get those and KD don't even got them? Like, what? Like, that don't make no kind of sense at all. He be having KDs KD probably never even knew existed. That's like, I remember one time, Bron, when he was in high school, Bron had some St. Vincent St. Mary custom, like PE T-Max that Tracy McGrady didn't even have. It's like, bro, I don't even have those, and they my fucking shoe. Like, that's crazy. But nah, PJ Deadass has more KDs than KD. Like, he be having KDs I didn't even know, like, people even remembered or people even knew about to begin with. Like, yeah, Kyrie has a really comfortable shoe. I haven't had a pair of Kyries since I have to look. I want to say the 4s or the 3s. I have to look because one of them made me stop buying them. I think it was the Kyrie 5s. They look good, but they were not comfortable. But all the other ones, like I've been slacking. I want some of the Kyrie lows, the Kyrie 3 lows. They come in. There's one pair that comes in the colors of your throwback jerseys. I need those, and they only like $130 or something like that. But Kai has some really comfortable shoes. I used to almost exclusively hoop in Kyrie's too. The Kyrie 2s are my favorite ones with the strap on them. Those are tough. Very comfortable sneaker. Like, if I could, matter of fact, after this stream is over, I am going on eBay and finding some. Size 13 and a half. All white. Yeah, I had the all white Kyrie 3s too. Those was tough. I had them, and I put them in a specific backpack. And I don't remember what I did with that backpack before I moved. So I more or less lost them. KD 10s was a fire shoe. I think out of my favorite KDs, though, as far as look, the KD 4s are my favorite. But, like, hooping wise, the 12s for me. The 12s was tough. Those was probably my favorite KDs to ever play in. Because I remember I damn near broke my leg. I had a LCL sprain. And I, like an idiot, decided to play a few days after it. I had a good game. I had like 14 or 15 points still, but I was hooping in KDs and I had my knee hella, wrapped up in a knee sleeve. But those shoes just made it so much easier because they're so light. And I wasn't having to put as much pressure, lifting my leg up and down. Yeah, I just stopped hooping in KDs for a minute. Like, I thought about getting the 10s at one point, like how Paul just mentioned them. Funny enough, those are the last KDs I had bought before I got some 12s. But I took them back because I got scared again. I was like, you know what? The last time I hooped in some KDs, which was the 7s, I hurt my ankle really bad. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to take the risk again. KD fives was cold. I had some fives. But yeah, KD fours is always gonna be my favorite ones. I need to break away in this game, bro, because Clippers are not good. I truthfully could just sim out regardless of the ask out thing, but I ain't gonna do that because I want my rating to be higher. Hey. And I left Fournier open. Nice. Good job, Nick. So 62. It cracks me up that they still get so like hype over my scoring performance and shit. I'll be bored as a commentator by now about me. Damn it. And that's my fourth. Shit, I might foul out before I get the sum out. And that shit worked. Oh my goodness. And what? I'd be mad as hell like if I fouled out of this game and we ended up losing and I had to play a game 5. That would be tough. Next one, oh, I'm glad you said that. I have to look at the damn bracket because I really don't know. That's what I was supposed to do after last game. I knew I was forgetting something. But next, I'm probably stream next round tomorrow. I'll find out after this game who I might be playing. It's a good ass block. Silver. Oh yeah, I remember those. I had those too. I had those and it was another colorway. I cannot remember the name of it. It was some silver ones and they had like multiple colors in the logo. I had to look it up. Like in Nike swoosh, the 5s. I wanted the Christmas joints, but I never got them. The KD5 splatters, that's what they was called. I had those joints. And if I'm not mistaken, I had the Easter ones too, I think. That's some KD shoes, dumb cheap. I mean, his still, I think the cheapest, well, no, PG has cheaper ones. But KD shoes dead used to be like $90. And it's like, damn, this nigga's the best scorer in the league and he got the cheapest kicks. But I mean, when you know, selling kicks, you top 3, you part of the top 3 that includes Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. I mean, that's just the way life is. But shit, even LeBron's was always the expensive ones though. That's the crazy part. And then they had the nerve to bump Kobe shoe prices. I'm like, you bitch ass niggas. Kobe used to stay flat at 140 every year. And all of a sudden they 160, 180. I'm like, damn, hold up, bro. Like, did Kobe approve this? Do I gotta make a phone call to Newport Beach, bro? Yeah, I want to say I had them Easter joints. I believe I did. One pair of KDs I always wanted, but I never got was the all red sevens. Them shits was cold. I really loved the hell out of them shoes. I used to wear them on video games just so I could feel better, cause I did not have them in real life. Yeah, the fives is when the KD prices finally start jumping. Cause I think they had put them at like 100. Cause the fours was $90. I remember when I would be in the mall with my parents, and I'll be looking. I'm like, damn, I want them, but like, even though these Kobe's or LeBrons cost more, they look a little better. So it's like, I don't know, I got to pick. But for a hoop, I would go with the KD sometimes, like, especially if I had my own little money, like birthday money or anything. Save money, get the KDs. I'll never forget though. One year on my birthday. Matter of fact, it was the year I was talking about it earlier. The year me and D Wade became cool. I I had messed my ankle up really bad in a game in my. It was like a community league, like a kids league, and I was about to turn 14. I messed my ankle up the week before my birthday. I had a game on my birthday, and knowing damn well my ankle was hurting, I still decided to play. I went on my birthday. Damn, I bought some. What was them joints Bosch used to wear? I think they was called the Hyperposits or something. But it was like a minty green, like Christmassy colorway. But I don't know why I played in them heavy ass shoes, man. It was not a fun experience. And I lost on top of that. Bro, I still want the On Pro 4s to this day. I still be sad that I don't have them. Like, those is, oh my God, those one of the best basketball shoes I ever seen in my life. On Pro 4s is the coldest On Pro. It was just different. Like, that's a really tough shoe. Damn, Pelicans, man, what the fuck, bruh? You niggas can't just get it together. Wow, the Pelicans and the Thunder games are nearly identical scores. 55-70 for the Pelicans game, 56-71 for the Thunder game. And one, I still take the Aunt Pearl 4s to this day. I wanted the Aunt Pearl KD 12s too, I just didn't get them. I still can't get those though. Aunt Pearl 4s is damn near impossible to get for a good price. Niggas is taxing for them, rightfully so, but no way they just. Oh, they really trying to get your boy out. They trying to get me out the game. They trying to get me out the game. I see what it is. Nick Swish's potential last game in LA. They want me to go out like that, huh? Oh, I missed. I didn't get it back. I'm tired. I might just foul out. I might just foul out. You're the ball, daddy. If I don't get to a 25-point lead soon, I'm fouling out. Fuck it. God damn. Aggressive ass dunk. I'm gonna get me some food. And I would say watch the damn Pelicans, but if they gonna get their ass up like that, I ain't turning that shit on. Just keep up with Zion's stats and push agendas. And they called it. Oh well. Well, that's the last game of the stream. Oh my goodness. That's an embarrassing L. Where Lonzo at so I can thank him for pushing me to be great. Now it's time to find out who I will be playing next. The Weathermans was cold too. I needed those. Alright. It is that time to see who we play. Alright, let's see. Alright, first of all, I want to see my playoff stats. 87, 17, and 7. Nice. Okay, playoff tree. Oh, damn. I gotta play Giannis in the conference finals again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking forward to that. Miami. Ooh, Miami, y'all better not give up that lead. Uh-oh, Paul. It might be GG. Let me see if y'all got any injuries. Damn, nope. They healthy. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Oh, Miami, no. Oh, Miami sold, bro. This is disgusting. This means I gotta play either Boston or Philly in the finals. Oh, man, that's gross. The whole point was for me to try to match up against Miami again. Yeah, Zion got to get his conditioning right. Everybody thinks it's just weight, but I mean, if he lost a couple more pounds, then he'd be fine. But I don't think his weight is a problem. It's just his conditioning as a whole. Because there's people his size, like, I've seen people be his size before weight-wise, and they've been, fine conditioning-wise. Like, Dwight Howard was that size. He was just taller. He said 2K race. 2K races for letting Boston beat y'all. Man, if I gotta play. Okay. Of course. Kai ended up getting hurt. DeAndre Jordan, well, that's probably better off for them. Let me see. Do the Spurs got any injuries? No. This might be the first series that actually gives me real trouble. Because the Spurs smacked me in the regular season one game. So I might actually have a battle. The Celtics have DeMarcus Cousins. The Sixers have, I forgot they got Oladipo. Up the Final Four, folks. What y'all are seeing right now is the Final Four. But tomorrow is when the journey really begins. The plan for tomorrow is play the first two games of this series. And then Thursday play the hopeful last two. Hopefully we're up 2-0. Hopefully the last two. Then Friday, maybe I'll stream a game of the finals or 2 games. And then Saturday will be the finale. That's going to be a video I'm not going to stream. So I will see y'all within the next 24 hours. Appreciate y'all coming through per usual. Hope y'all have a great rest of your night. Get you some dinner. Well, for some of y'all it's late as fuck, so don't eat too late. But for the folks on my kind of time, 7:30ish, y'all get some grub. This man said get a good. You know what, bro? I'm getting tired of you. He probably is gonna watch this at least one game. But all right, y'all. I'll catch y'all. Maybe if I do what Paul says, I'll stream Pro-Am tomorrow or Thursday, because there'll be a video and then a stream. But if not, then I'll just see y'all for the streams. But I'm out. See y'all. Thanks for